Let's kick off. Espanyol 2.1, the draw 3.5, and Villareal 2.4. Where have you? There's no 1.4 in here. Number one. What have you found?
Well, have the permission to do it now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
only
good.
yeah,
I have the green light. I have the green light. Okay, my pick for this weekend for Espanyol Villareal, it is over 2.5 goals at 1.9. Why? Espanyol, they're rather pathetic in La Liga. They're a bit strong in Europa League, but in La Liga, they're a different beast. They're no beast, they're some bunnies. And Villareal, you may say Cinderella team. They're surprising. They're playing good football. They're having great results. They tied against Madrid. They won against Betis, I think 5-1. Amazing game. They had a good game against Valladolid. So I'm expecting a lot of goals this game. Exciting, fun game. According to Barcelona, over 2.5 at 1.9.
Like that a lot. Would you, if someone wanted to go with the winner, would you go Villareal as the away win here at 2.4?
I will go with Villareal as the winner.
Excellent. Thank you very much, number one. Can I talk?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to go to you, Martin. We're going to go Eibar 6.5, draw 4.77, and Barcelona 1.55. Barcelona in a parlay at 1.55 looks good.
Does look good, yeah. The only interesting dynamic is, like you mentioned, the protest going on across Barcelona. The airport might be shut, so they might have to get a sort of 6.5-hour bus ride up to the Basque Country for this game, which isn't how they would normally prepare. So that could leave their legs a little bit stiff. But even taking that into account, I still think they'll win this game. Gerard Piqué is missing. He's suspended, I think. So they might be a little bit light at the back, but that's going to push them to come out and really attack this Eibar defence. Eibar are in good form, but their defending's not really their forte. And if you've got Messi in full flight, Suarez back now, and Dembele, I think they'll just have too much for the Basque side going forwards. So I'm keeping it pretty simple. I'm just going to go for Barcelona to win and over 1.5 goals at odds of 1.73. But, go for Barcelona -1 Asian handicap if you want a bit more value, or even Barcelona to win and both teams to score.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was thinking Barcelona, both teams to score. Eibar have been scoring goals home and away. I'm going to stay with you, Martin. Mallorca 7.5, draw 4.6, and another team for the parlay, Real Madrid at 1.5.
Amazing price on Real Madrid, especially for anyone considering parlays, accumulators. I think the odds are like that because Mallorca are decent at home. They've won 2 out of 5 games there so far. Been terrible on the road, but they are the odds-on favourites to be relegated this season. They're not a great side. They didn't even play particularly well in the second tier of Spanish football last season. Scrape promotion. They haven't spent a great deal on the squad, and they're coming up against surely one of the best teams in the world in Real Madrid. This is a game that they're really going to want to win. They're top of the table, struggling in the Champions League, but they're unbeaten domestically. And I think they'll have too much for Mallorca. Can't see them blowing them away. Atletico Madrid won here 2-0 quite recently, and I can see a similar sort of scoreline for Real Madrid. So I'm going for Real and under 4.5 goals, 1.91.
1.91. Real Madrid under 4.5 goals. Mallorca, quite decent at home one.
Yes, but they're tough, and especially they live in an island, so a lot of teams have a hard time flying over there. But Real Madrid, they're just too strong.
Okay, and would you think that Barcelona and Real Madrid would just both win this week? Would you say that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not putting it on your record, right?
I would. I especially take in consideration that Barcelona, Messi rested. I'm excited to see Ansu Fati. The other day he had his debut with a national team with Spain, under 21, but still, an exciting prospect and future star probably.
Okay, let's move on. Atletico Bilbao, 1.73, draw 3.6, Valladolid 6.5. Bilbao, decent at home, Martin.
They really are, Flash. Yeah, they had a great start to the season, and they just went off the boil a bit in the last couple of fixtures. They were top of the table for a little while, but lost at home to Valencia, which was a bit surprising. But Valencia are a decent side, and then they lost again to Celta Vigo. But I think this is a really good opportunity for them to get back to winning ways. Don't rate Valladolid particularly highly. I think they're going to be lower mid-table at best this season. So I think we'll see a sort of controlled win for Athletic Bilbao in this one. Very strong at home. So I'm going for the exact same bet. Athletic Bilbao to win and under 4.5 goals for a bit more value. You can get 1.83 on that.
The old Martin Classic has come out back to back. Bilbao to win and under 4.5 at 1.83. And I'm just tempted now to do a free team parlay. Barcelona, Real Madrid and Bilbao. So I think that might pay quite good. Let's move on. Number one, good. Atletico Madrid, 1.73. Draw 3.9. Valencia, 4.75. Have I found another one to go in a parlay?
I'm expecting a dull game, boring ones. I love those.
You love those?
I love those, especially
Would
Valencia.
it be a party around your house if it's like 0-0 or 1-0?
That would be great.
Yeah, you'd love that.
1-1, 1-1 and 0-0. That would be awesome.
You'd go for the draw?
I'm going for the under 2.5 goals at 1.78. Hey, I'm not taking a lot of risk in here.
Really?
Valencia is constant. Valencia is boring. Valencia that has not offered great surprises for me this season, except the Chelsea game. That was a surprise, but that was the Champions League, not La Liga. And Atletico de Madrid had a lot of players in international matches. They're coming back, and especially they had 2 draws in a row, 0-0.
Yeah.
2 games in a row, Atletico Madrid. That's surprising. Valencia won as a visit, as Martin says, last fixture against Athletic Bilbao. It was a 1-0. So, yeah, not an exciting game. I'm expecting maybe a draw.
Okay, draw at 3.9, but your official play is under 2.5 at 1.78. Martin, Atletico versus Valencia.
Going for Atletico to win this one. Appreciate those points. Those are good points, but I just think they'll have a little bit too much for Valencia at home. I appreciate that their form has been a little bit patchy of late, but I think the international break will give Diego Simeone time to regroup, plot how to get back to winning ways. I do still think this Valencia defence is a bit suspect. Not a fan of Gabriel Paulista at all from his time at Arsenal, and he doesn't seem to be improving. Against players like Diego Costa and Joao Felix, I think they'll have a bit too much for Valencia, and the defence is looking strong. He's settled on a proper back four now. I think they can edge this one, so I'm just going for Atletico, 1.75.
Yeah, I look at Atletico, I look at Athletic Bilbao, Real Madrid, Barcelona. There's 4 there that you'd expect to win. But we've got to mention, like we've said a few weeks ago, after the horse had bolted, it's after the international break. So just be careful, because one of the sides might be fatigued, might have had too many players away. So just be careful. Number 1. Cetafe 1.9, draw 3.3, Leganes 5.25. I'm interested in you here. Where are you going with this?
I'm choosing the both teams to score at 2.57.
Whoa! Go on then, number 1.
This is the South Madrid derby, they call it. They are really close, they're neighbors basically. They live in front of each other, you could say. Cetafe is playing good. They won against Real Sociedad as a visit, and they have been scoring the last 2 games. And Leganes, 3 out of 5 games that they have scored, including a game versus Valencia as a visit. Maybe Valencia don't have the greatest defense, but I'm expecting at least a few goals from them.
Do you think it's going to be a 1-1 again?
For me, it's the same. It can be 5-3. I'm happy with the both teams to score.
Okay, yeah, I've got to admit, that's a massive price. 2.57.
Oh, you have to take some chances, like one chance out of 4.
You've not missed out something. It's not like both teams to score over 2.5 goals or nothing like that. It's just both teams to score, 2.57.
Yes.
That's why you're on this show, because that looks like an absolute gem. Martin, don't tell me you've got both teams to score. No.
I haven't got that bet. I was looking at it. I was seriously considering it, because neither of these teams has kept a clean sheet so far all season. Cetafe played 8 games, conceded in every single one, and so have their opponents. So you would think that both teams would score in this one, but I'm just a little bit concerned about Leganes' poor form in front of goal. I know they concede a lot of goals, but they've only scored 4 times in their 5 home games so far this season. I'm sorry, they've only scored 4 goals this season, and I'm just a bit unsure about their prospects. So I'm just going to stick with a straight Cetafe win at 1.91. They were 5th last season. They were the real surprise package. Came within a whisker of qualifying for the Champions League. They're in the Europa League this time around. Won both games so far. They've had a tough start to the season, but they're starting to climb the table now. And I think they're just going to be too good for their local rivals in this one. So I'm just sticking with a home win, 1.91.
I mean, you don't need to do any stats. When you see Cetafe versus Leganes and both teams to score a 2.57, that's 0.6, 0.7 over where you'd expect it to be. I was expecting like 1.85 because both teams are so bad. That looks like a massive either trap price or you have got the spade out and you have dug up an absolute gem.
We'll see.
We won't give you no credit. We won't give you no credit. Okay, let's go back to you, Martin. Real Sociedad 1.8, draw 4, Betis 4.8. Another home win.
I'm going for both teams to score in this one, 1.7. I had Real Sociedad, Cetafe, both teams to score last time out, and it came in at about 2.2. So I'm going to stick with that, especially for Real Sociedad. They're attacking really well going forwards, but they've been poor at the back. And we all know that that's Real Betis' problem as well. Got some very good strikers, but they are leaking goals. Only kept 1 clean sheet in their last 5 games. So I think we'll be in for a good, open, entertaining game here. Real Sociedad deservedly the favourites, but I feel like Real Betis are better than their form suggests, and they're due a big win. So I'm going to stay away from the outrights, stick with goals.
Goals. Oh, you don't like the sound of that, do you?
No.
You don't like goals.
I completely agree with Martin.
Whoa! What's going on?
Yeah, I'm also choosing both teams to score at 1.7. Maybe both teams are not winning teams, but they score a hell of a lot of goals, though. And it's going to be fun, entertaining, not my kind of game. I'm not going to watch it, definitely. I'm going to stay away from this game. I'm expecting a lot of goals. And other option will be, if you're interested, over 2.5 at 1.68. But I'm choosing both teams to score at 1.70.
I see what you've done there. You've gone from 1.68. That must have given you cold sweats. And you've gone to 1.7.
Yes.
And you must have been up all night looking for that.
Whole week.
Well, listen, I can't believe that you haven't given me a price for the Alex Classic. Both teams to score an over 2.5, because that's what I would combine. I've got 2 great brains here. One's gone both teams to score. One's gone over 2.5, not an official bet. So that tells me the Alex Classic. And I would expect that probably to be, 2.1, 2.2? So I'm just trying to help you here. I'm just trying to help you. All right.
I don't know. I'm sticking with my guns this time.
That's it.
Maybe next week I'm influential.
Okay, I'm just trying to... Yeah, well, listen, I've learned from the best. Okay, Martin, give me your banker, please, mate.
I will go with Real Madrid under 4.5 goals against Mallorca, 1.91.
Okay, and have you got a banker?
Yeah.
Whoa, he's having it. We've got to give you 2 weeks off more often, you know.
You think so? Yeah, I need some rest. I need to go to the beach.
Yeah,
I need some sea.
Argentina, they got beaches in Argentina?
Yeah, but they're cold.
Yeah.
Not like here.
I'll see all them seals.
Here they're warm and,
Are they?
and nice, and you have monkeys.
Monkeys as well?
Yeah, here you have monkeys.
Listen, what you do in your private life with monkeys on beaches is up to you.
Hey, it's not illegal here.
Oh. Come on, my lad. Fire away. Where's your banker?
My banker is both teams to score at 1.70 for the game Real Sociedad versus Betis.
That's absolutely top draw. Martin, we'll see you again. Premier League Punters is on Friday this week because you've disrupted the whole schedule because you're going out on a Beano.
Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, no worries. Listen, you do enough hard work. We don't mind moving it around for you. Number 1, thank you very much, mate.